For a long time, the rosé wines of Provence were not taken seriously. Their image has been tainted by the insipid and vulgar wines made to quench the thirst of tourists who have little regard for quality. They were, however, historically the best wines of Provence. Extracted from the first pressing, they were reserved for the lords, while the red wines, resulting from a rough maceration of the last grapes of the harvest, were given to the serfs. Today, Provence produces rosé wines that have found favor not only with the general public, but also with the most demanding wine connoisseurs. These wines evoke to us the local soil where they were grown, with their bouquet drenched in sunshine, where notes of the dry scrubland forest combine with citrus fruits, red fruits, spices, and aromatic herbs, and where the taste on the palate is both suave and gourmet, refined and deep. They are a perfect match for the great dishes of Mediterranean cooking. One of the greatest charms of these wines lies in the 1,000 different shades of color found in them. From the palest to the most colorful, the range is very wide, going from hints of onion peel towards orange, salmon pink, or even raspberry. One begins drinking rosé wines with the eyes, and one never gets tired of looking at a rosé, for its sparkling beauty is enhanced by the wine glass. They are rightly associated with femininity, by the elegance of their forms and the delicacy of their perfumes. The palate often confirms this impression, but sometimes contradicts it because its color can also exalt strength and power. It is enough to taste a great Bandol rosé wine with its irresistible peppery accents to be convinced. There are fruity, crisp, and cool rosés that are easy to approach. There are also airy and subtle rosés, floral and soothing. There are energetic, powerful, and spicy rosés. And finally, there are rosés that are full of color, rich and full-bodied, with the density of a red wine. Through the cheerfulness of its charms, a rosé wine also evokes joy and gladness, which are one of the manifestations of charity. Monks and wine growers, who are the champions of this charity, have naturally sought to make their rosé wines into a special enological expression of this. The first particularity of these wines is that they come from a distinctive local soil, a very distinctive Provence, with its harsh and austere realities, its steep slopes. So here the coolness usually expected of a rosé is combined with character and depth. By counting on the cool and spontaneously generous lands around the mountains, the monks and wine growers have composed their Vaux rosé, a lively fountain springing up on high amid the cliffs. This mountain rosé is a wine as joyful as a child's laughter. Gourmet, full of fruit and citrus, it is a delicious and aromatic rosé, simple and gastronomic at the same time. Lux expresses a much more ambitious register. It is kept in a smoked bottle to protect it from the light and to allow it to age, for it is a precious wine that is truly suitable for aging. It is housed in a tinted bottle as in a jewelry box. This refers to the symbolism of the stained glass window, whose purpose is to reveal the beauty which is seen only when inside. Contemplating the beauty of the divine light every day in prayer and silence, the wine-growing monks have persevered in their quest to chisel a rosé that reflects this light's radiant purity. This wine is a work of art. Its light but sparkling color perfectly matches the aromas of rose petals that dominate the nose. On the palate, the complexity, the sweet coolness, and great length are impressive. As it gets older, this wine takes on a coppery hue and acquires ancient beeswax fragrances, the fruit of a blessed evolution while aging. If it satisfies the senses, this wine goes much further. It addresses itself to the soul, to what we carry within us, a greater and more mysterious nature. Silence is the only thing that suits it. In the generosity of its youth, or in the fullness of its maturity, this sublime vintage anticipates the eternal rejoicings of the heavenly banquet. In front of certain masterpieces, said Dom Gerard, the founder of the Peru Abbey, the mind is immobilized. Such fresh poetry, such spontaneity, combined with such vigor, such clarity of expression, bring back to the soul a taste that modern life had made him forget.